teen breaking into her home, said that she was protecting her children. So shout out to that lady. Let's see what's going on here. Let me go ahead and shout out my boy, Skinny Boy 20 Boy. Thank you so much, hun. He said, hoes fun. Ho fund me. Yes. We taking that right into 2024, y'all. We gonna be lit. You hear me? We taking all this stuff in, because if that's what they want to be, then that's what we shall call them. Okay. Whoredom and hoes is going into 2024. Shout out to my guy, Project. Shout out to Project Leroy in the building. I appreciate the support. Always, 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 always good to see you, hun. He said, look at this shiggity, shiggity right here. Grinches and wigs stealing from their own kids. Yo, right? Blaming the kid. That last lady blamed her kid. He left the window open. He probably left the window open, or one of the kids left the window open. Don't be blaming the kids. Shouldn't you be checking the daggone windows before you go to bed if you know that your kids leave out the daggone, or leave the window open? You know what I'm saying? He said, wigged up gremlins trying to get over on everybody. Happy holidays. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas Eve to you. Shout out to Project. Shout out for the super chat, and thank you for the membership. Project Leroy gifted a membership to one of you all. Thank you so much, Project. I appreciate you. Always, always, always. Been here for the longest. Project been here for the longest. I appreciate you. He in these streets. I know everybody knows Project Leroy. Appreciate you. Everybody, please make sure you hit the like button, subscribe if you are new. Let's see what's going on over here in Texas, Dallas, Texas. Fort Worth,
Texas. A woman who shot and killed a teenager, she says, was breaking into her rental home, told us today how the incident has changed her life. Police have not filed charges for the shooting, and they plan to submit the case for a grand jury review. Aaliyah Wallace talked exclusively with Fox 4's Sean Rabb, who joins us now live. Sean.
Leah Wallace bought a gun to protect herself and her family, she tells me, after a rash of break-ins in her apartment. Those happened while she and her family were not at home. But on December 14th, twice that day, while she was home with her kids, someone tried to get in.
I was cleaning my living room, sweeping my floor, and I heard her window start going back up. So I went and I looked in the hallway, and I could see him standing at the window, lifting it up, and I just shot.
Gunshots that killed 14-year-old Devin Baker at the bedroom window of Aaliyah Wallace's 8-year-old daughter early morning, December 14th.
It's bothering me that he was a kid.
So, first of all, okay, and second of all, and most importantly, shout out to Project Leroy for the 5 memberships. So that's 6. Thank you so much. Very, very generous of you. Shout out to Project Leroy. Thank you so much. I don't even know what to say. I am humbled. Merry Christmas to you, hun, and yours. And thank you so much for always being here. Always support me. Whenever you can be here, I understand you in these streets. Shout out to Jason Black, because I see you there all daggone time. Even if I ain't commenting, I'm in the clouds. I'm there seeing what's going on. So shout out to you. Appreciate you. So that's 6 memberships for some of you guys in there in the chat right now who can get a membership and be a member of Miss Michon Live. I appreciate you. Thank you all for being here today on this Christmas Eve. You could be anywhere here on YouTube. You choose to be here. I see you. I appreciate you. Thank you to everyone who is already a channel member. Thank you so much for your monthly support. Shout out to everybody who is gifted all year, who is super chatted all year. Everything. I see you. I appreciate you. Not going to be here for New Year's Eve, y'all. You're going to see me. I just won't be here, okay? Because you know I'm going to be recording, child. Shout out to everybody who's going to be here while I'm on another boat. Shout out to Jay Hart. Thank you so much, hon. Appreciate you. She says, can we agree to leave? Look, she said, can we agree to leaving looking crazy on TV in 2023? I support that message. I don't think it's going to happen, but I support that message. Child, half damn crazy.
The incident happened not long after police left Wallace's home after responding to her 911 call about someone trying to break into her duplex.
So I called them at 1:22 a.m. We talked for like 30 minutes. They did a report, took pictures of everything, and then they left.
I believe there were reports that you had been burglarized or attempted burglaries before?
Yes, I have like 3 or 4 police reports before this night.
So what has happened since this incident?
The apartment called and told me that I was not supposed to have a gun at all, even though I kept calling them, telling them somebody was breaking in. They told me I could not have a gun and that I have 30 days to vacate.
Okay, so we're going to pause right there. Okay, we're going to pause right there for a second, okay? So she says the apartment complex is now saying that she is not supposed to have a GUN. So y'all know what that means, right? Do y'all know what that means? I want y'all to tell me if you know what that means, that she can't have a GUN per the apartment complex. Anybody? 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 Oh, because I know why. I know why. Because, no, not because of an eviction. It's because she on Section 8. Yes. Yes, exactly. Because she's on Section 8. Now, obviously we know some people can be on Section 8, okay? But we know who's typically on Section 8, right? And when you are on Section 8, because, you know, nobody wants to listen to me. I don't know nothing. I don't know nothing, right? I don't know nothing about nothing, all right? So you on Section 8, you got to follow their rules. You know why? Because they are paying for you. They are taking care of you. So when someone is taking care of you, you need to abide by they rules. You got to abide by they rules. And yes, I'm purposely talking like that. So it's in the information, right? So I guess she had to protect her family based off of where she lives, but she lives where she lives because of the fact that you want to use Section 8. Like, seriously, y'all, when you look at the outside of that house and that area, you know what it is. No offense. Any crime can happen anywhere. We know that, right? But the odds are, if you're living in some place like this, you're going to have more problems than if you're not living in a place like that. So you're subject to whatever it is that's available. And we all know a lot of people ain't taking the Section 8 no more. You know what I'm saying? So yes, they said you broke your lease basically because you're let's say on a housing authority or Section 8. It's one or the other, but basically someone is paying her rent. She's a single person with 5 kids, y'all. Come on now, living in that house. Goodbye. Not looking at the inside here because it actually looks very nice on the inside. Looking at it from the outside. So everybody wants to have people taking care of them, right? We want people to be taking care of us. You're obligated to follow their rules if you want someone to take care of you. But when we talk about saying, you know, you probably shouldn't have kids on your own. Maybe you want to see about having a stable relationship, child. I'm not even going to say marriage. I ain't going to say the M word. We're just going to call it the M word from now on. But, you know, it's always crust, dust, and must's fault. The fact that y'all can't keep a man, can't get married, can't get a commitment. Somebody always cheating, somebody a narcissist. They DVing you, they SAing you, they just doing everything wrong. Somehow, some way, you ended up having a baby, though, child. And this woman has 5. Now, no offense against this woman as far as what's going on here. I think she did what she needed to do in this case. But for this to come out this way, where they're saying you broke the rules, is true. It's true. Sorry. She talking about she feel bad. Ma'am, this was the second time in the same day. Y'all, this was the second time in the same day that somebody tried to break into her house. And the odds are it was the same daggone person. Kid. Odds are, allegedly, it was the same daggone kid. I wouldn't feel bad because if they had hurt your kid, how would you have felt? You did what you were supposed to do. Now you really got to do what you're supposed to do, in my opinion. Shout out to Michon, Canada. Thank you so much, hon. I appreciate you. She said, please, Santa, in 2024, bring us some common sense, shame, class, grace, less good mama, less gremlins, more worthy women on Kendra G. Michon. I was with you till you said on Kendra G, child. We're never gonna have a loss of content as long as Kendra G and now Ashley, what is her? Ashley H, I think. Ashley D are in business. I can't do Molly Monaco. I can't do that one. But as long as we have these two, we're gonna be in business. They not gonna listen, child. But this is a good hope, though. It's a good hope. Shout out to Michon. Thank you so much, I appreciate you. Shout out to Nuruddin. Good morning. Merry Christmas Eve, Nuruddin. Always good to see you, hun. Nuruddin says he had a wish and he wished he had never had done that sugar honey iced tea in the first place. Now he's going to the upper room. Welp. I'm just saying. I'm not laughing at people being taken on up out of here. Trust me, I'm not. All I'm saying is that maybe you should just go ahead and do what you're supposed to do. And where your good mama at? Where your good mama at? Where your good mama at?
And how does that make you feel?
Feel like I'm back at square one. I've been there for 6 years. So
6
now
years?
I don't know what to do.
This case is going to the grand jury. It's a referral, as they call it, and they're going to let citizens decide. What do you want people to know about you, Aaliyah Wallace?
That I was only protecting my kids. I have 4 daughters. It's just me and my 4 daughters that stay there. I just was protecting my daughters.
How do you feel about what happened?
I'm devastated that he was 14. I hate that. I literally do, and I'm so sorry. But at that point, I had to think about my babies. I didn't know he was 14 when he was on the other side of that window. All I knew that somebody could come in here and hurt me or my kids. That's it.
So now, while
shout out to Chink Fang. Shout out to you, hun. The daughter was 8. We gonna go ahead and just go ahead. He shouldn't have been there. The daughter was 8, so we're not gonna put that on her. So she got 4 kids and she got 4 daughters. So it's all women living in a child. No. Y'all want to keep playing this dumb game. This is a dumb game to continue to play. And the fact that there's so many women that just aren't acting like this is an issue, to just be out here, just having kids all willy-nilly, and then think that somebody's supposed to take care of your ass and blame somebody else. What was she supposed to do? I'm sorry, she did the right thing. Because we could be telling a completely different story about one of her kids at this point if she didn't do what she was supposed to do. Now she got to wait to see. But this is a part of the foolishness that I'll be talking about with the Twilight Zone right now, y'all. The citizens, the law-abiding citizens, are the ones that now have to explain themselves when we're talking about someone who was doing something criminally to them, a gremlin at that. So now we got to figure out and find out and discuss and talk about what happened, even though she's got plenty of police reports of somebody breaking in, right? So I'm sure, I would hope, let me not say I'm sure, I would hope that she is not going to be convicted or anything like that, but you just never know. You just never know. Now, where the kids going to go? Now, where these kids going to go? Shout out to Juices and Berry Smoothie Hut in the building. Thank you so much, honey. I appreciate the support. He says, I'm late at Santa Red's next hair appointment. It's always a dirty wig trying to scam somebody. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you. Happy holidays. Thank you so much, hon. Appreciate you. Always good to see you. I appreciate you. Shout out to Original Man for another 2. I appreciate you, honey. He said the thief had a Charles Bronson death wish. I've heard of Charles Bronson, but I'm just saying you can't be out here doing wrong and think nothing wrong is ever going to happen to you. And I'm tired of people acting like the people who are being put upon, who are being subjected to this criminality, is supposed to just sit here and take it and not fight the F back, because y'all lawmakers ain't doing nothing about it. These parents ain't doing nothing about it. Hell, we supposed to do? Just sit and wait? No, ma'am. No, sir. I'm sorry. Even if this is happening to her, I feel like she did the right thing to protect them daggone girls. That's just my 2 cents. Shout out to Jay Hart with the 2. Appreciate you, hun. Thank you so much for your support. She says, now watch the community blame her. Child, you already know. Child, you already know. Let me let him finish up.
Wallace lived in federally subsidized housing. We're seeking clarity on whether she can be evicted. She's concerned that if she is convicted, it would be difficult to find new housing for her and her 4 girls. We called the apartment complex today. The manager there told us to call the corporate office. We did so. The corporate office said, get your information from the local apartment complex. No answers for our questions today.
Well, they're trying to help the child. Good luck to the police report. I'm sorry, the news reporters trying to help her out. But there's a follow-up, y'all. Mother devastated after homeowner SHOOTs and deletes Rosemont 8th grader. Y'all, I'm telling you, y'all, you just can't make it up.
God damn it! You can't make this shit up!
Police are investigating after a Fort Worth teen was shot and killed early Thursday morning after allegedly attempting to break into a home in the Rosemont neighborhood. Olivia Leach spoke with the teen's mother, who's pleading for answers tonight.
My son had a lot of dreams and he was so talented.
Y'all, I can't do this. I can't do it. I try, y'all. I be trying. I can't do this. I know I'm gonna get all these comments and talk about him. I'm not talking about him. He did this shit. What you want me to do? What do you want me to do? So it would have been better if he did something to the kid. It would have been better if he was allowed to just go ahead and steal from this lady. That's why I said she did what she was supposed to do. I ain't got no problem with her. But all I'm trying to point out is that when you get someone that takes care of you, you are beholden to that person who takes care of you. I don't know if we be thinking these things through. I be trying to tell y'all, not y'all, but you know what I'm saying. I'm just saying. This young man had dreams, y'all. Yes, he was dreaming of a way to get into that house to do something wrong.
I don't get it.
Fort Worth police say they were called to South Crest Court in the Rosemont neighborhood of the city early Thursday morning for a call about a prowler. When they got there, a woman told them several people were attempting to break into her home, but they had left the scene. Shortly after, police got a second 911 call from the woman who said the burglars came back. But when police returned to the scene, they found LaToya Lander's 14-year-old son, Devin Baker, lying on the ground in front of the home with a gunshot wound to the torso. Police say the woman who had reported the break-ins shot him. He died on scene.
It's like I'm in a dream. Because I'm looking at all the things he have at home. And I have to drive by where my son laid.
Tonight, Devin's family and friends came together to honor him at a balloon release outside of Rosemont Middle School.
Have we invested into the Mylar balloons yet, y'all? I tell you, this is half damn crazy. Shout out to Dark Winter. Thank you so much for the Cash App. I appreciate you, hun. Thank you all for being here. Please make sure you hit the like button. I think I saw, yeah. Shout out to Nerdin for all I gotta do is see your name, Nerdin. I know it's gonna be funny or crazy, child. Thank you so much, hon. I appreciate the support. Nerdin says, now, Miss Michon, am I crazy when I told you that my Passport Bros dad told me that the lovely ladies are found the Passport Bros down to Brazil and Colombia for free hotel stays and food? No. You're not crazy. I just think it's crazy. You're not crazy at all. You my boy. I appreciate you, Nerdin, but I say it's crazy that they're doing all that, especially after all the videos that are still up on this daggone channel. All of this, we don't need you. We don't care. Go where you want. Crusty, dusty, musty, rusty ash. That's where all them sayings came from. Listen, we gonna get to it in probably in about half an hour or so. We gonna get to it. Shout out to you, hun. Thank you so much. Shout out to Project. That's what I'm saying. He said, why are they releasing balloons at the school? Probably because that's probably the only place they could meet. But the point is that why do we keep releasing balloons into the air when we know daggone well it's not good for the daggone environment? There's a lot of balloons getting released around here. I'm just saying, that's just my thought process. But when we're looking for it, we always talking about what we should be investing in around here, okay? Mylar balloons, whatever kind of other balloons it is, the string on the balloons, we should invest. Maybe even doves, y'all, because sometimes they got doves.
Where he was an 8th grader.
And son, I'll see you again. I love you so much.
But his family says there has to be more to the story.
No, I know my child. I know him. I know him, and it doesn't add up.
LaToya says she wants more answers from police.
I feel like they need to dig deeper, because I know it's something else happened that caused my son's demise.
Detectives say the woman who shot the teen had reported break-ins and attempted break-ins at her home before, and that she is cooperating with the investigation, but no one has been arrested.
I feel like it's very wrong. And he had so many dreams. My son was not a criminal.
In a letter to the Rosemont Middle School community, school officials extended their sympathy to the family and said their hearts were heavy after learning of the death of a Rosemont student. Additional counseling was made available for any students who needed extra support. In Fort Worth, Olivia Leach, CBS News Texas.
Now, listen, I don't know if like he had any past history or anything like that. Notice they haven't talked about that. But if I find that they say something else, I'll definitely bring it to y'all. But let me tell you something. If I'm not mistaken, and I didn't hear it just now, but I believe in some of the news broadcasts that I was listening to prior to these two, is that this was at some hour where a 14-year-old shouldn't have been out. Okay. And what would your 14-year-old need to be opening any windows that ain't his for? What would your 14-year-old need to be opening windows that ain't to his home for? Period. He had no business being on that daggone property. The woman has plenty of her calling the police to report somebody trying to break in. Ma'am, if I was you, I'd be out of there. Somehow, some way, I'm out of there. I'm out of there. I mean, after this incident, even if I'm not saying leave the state, but I'm saying out of this neighborhood. That's just my thought process. Maybe she ain't been arrested or anything. Start making some plans for your kids and go live with some relatives. I would not be there. No need in waiting. No need in waiting, child. This is half damn crazy.
We do not care